Speaking of... Not this. There you go. Surprise Skyrim stream! No, we're gonna do this. Last time I streamed this, I think, I died a number of times to King or whatever the character's name was. When I say character, I mean, you know, it had a lot of character. Vinny, I must know if you've ever eaten at Spumoni Gardens. Of course I have. It's awesome. Alright, so... King is dead. Shrine Rising accomplished. So the next thing I had to do was over here. Vinny, talk to the Zora King. I will. Okay, here's when you can remind me again. Remind me when I'm done with the Gerudo stuff. And I will do it. Also, Caro, Spumoni Gardens has the best fucking ice cream. The pizza, I think, is a little overrated, actually. I enjoy it. I think it's great, but people hold that in such high esteem. And I think it's just pretty okay. But the ice cream at Spumoni Gardens, specifically the, if you could believe it, the Spumoni is fucking incredible. Ice cream pizza? No, I didn't say ice cream pizza, but I think now... you know, if you open an ice cream pizza place in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, you'd probably make a killing. Go for it. Someone out there will fucking eat that. Actually, I think one thing I really want to do is, I want to get the bridle. Soon. Which is the thing that allows you to call a horse from anywhere. Oh, right. I forgot about this. Just in case you don't like sand. Oh. I need to milk you for your green milk. How many tits do you have? You can't call horses to the desert even with the ancient gear? I suppose that's about right. Gotcha. Dashing through the sand on a four-tit walrus man. Okay. You can tell that scene had a real big impact on me. I told you, sometimes I think about the movie. I saw Spooderman, I thought about it for like 20 minutes, and then I was like, eh, it's a good movie, I enjoyed it. But I'm thinking about them four-titted space walrus things still. Get out of here, lizards. Nice. Vinny, it's utterly stuck in your mind. Also, Vinny, if Twitch had statistics of the words you've said over the past year, tit would definitely be in your top 10 now. I have a bit of a fixation. Though, I mean, these are specifically alien tits. Crusty space tits. Yeah. And that's how you ruin tits for everyone. You just say crusty space tits. Now the word is in the top 5. I'm sure vampire would be in your top 10 list of things you say. No, 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 vampire. That's different, it's spelled V-U-M. Chat being ever helpful, telling me to wear the flesh fit fish suit. It's good. So much for the puzzles. In theory, it's a cool shrine. But I guess I'll never know because I'm a flesh fish baby. Vinny, chat is like that one friend who you hate, but love at the same time. But also, I think chat, for me, like, they feel the same way about me. Like, I'm the one friend that they sometimes love, they sometimes hate. For some, it's just pure hate. Yeah, I can't wait for him to fuck up. Yeah. Yeah. You will fail. wasn't even looking. I was looking at the chat. I didn't even see what that was. Oh, it's a royal bow. Kind of wish they would have implemented a couple of new bows. So... durability system. Yay or nay for the next Zelda game? And I'm not asking you the question because it's just gonna end up turning into a... You know what? Let's straw poll it.
Desert!
So now, Desert, would you be interested in making the straw poll? I'm just really curious. So just like yay or nay to the durability system for the next Zelda game. And we've talked about the durability system 1,000 times. To review, I think I understand, you know, its implementation. It's a little restrictive. So I say, I get it. It's, you know, to encourage people to try different weapons and not get stuck in the same old, you know, the same old patterns, etc., etc. Vinny, what are my options? Durability system, yay and or nay. And that's it. Here's why... Originally, I was down for the durability system. I was down with the sickness. But... here's why it needs work, I think. And after playing Skyrim and finding, like, Dawnbreakers and other cool shit, being able to hang it on my wall... Okay, the poll is available. It's like 50-50 at the moment. I see, there's only 400 votes, but you know what? There's a pretty good cross-section of the chat. I would say it probably evens out around 50-55% maximum. Wow. That's extremely divisive. Okay. Still 50-50. Holy shit. I don't think wow, I've never seen a poll like this. What is this? Wrong image. Sorry, wrong image. That had nothing to do with the durability system. Actually, it kind of does. If you think about it. Bone hurt juice. Bone demolished. Bones getting demolished has a lot to do with durability, if you think about it. Almost 1,000 votes and it's 50-50. That's crazy. Okay, so having had some time to play Skyrim again and you know, my current understanding and feelings about the durability system are as follows. I would like to be able to have weapons that don't break, that I could hang on my wall, that I can put in a chest. Like, for example, this goddess sword, I've used it once or twice. It's the sword from Skyward Sword. It's cool, I don't want to lose it. I don't want to destroy it. And then spend another hour getting it. Right? Master Sword, obviously, it has durability, but it also, you know, comes back. I kind of just, you know, maybe, like, legendary weapons don't break, but, like, the common shitty ones do. I kind of like the system of the Master Sword. Maybe... here was what I would say. Stuff like the Sword of the Six Sages, the Goddess Sword, the Master Sword, and other, like, legendary weapons either have a recharge timer, or you can repair them at home. I don't see why you couldn't have a repair system, where you go back to Link's house or a village and you can repair it for rupees. So, you know, stuff like that would be cool. I approve of the durability. I think they could probably double the durability of some weapons. And it does encourage you to use different weapons and just throw weapons around like they're nothing, and you know, you get to experience a ton of different ones. I like that. The variety of different attacks between the rods, the spears, the hammers, swords, and the two-handed swords. It's good. It's a really good combat system, and I had a lot of fun with it. But the durability gets fucking annoying. So yeah, I vote for a two-tier system. Legendary versus common. I would love, like, treasure chests at home. Again, this is Skyrim speaking, right? But being able to bring some of this, like, okay, I have all these fucking shields. I don't need these shields. I probably only ever need this shield. And then the fact that there's more armor in the game currently than... There's more armor in the game than you have slots to hold them. Treasure chests. I think I understand why Nintendo wanted to go the direction they did with it, where it's like maybe they didn't want to, maybe they didn't want to have it go that, like, that hardcore with, like, the collection elements. They were going for, like, a middle ground between, like, traditional Zelda and an open world game. But it's kind of too late. Like, we're already here. The world is open. And I think it's kind of time to, it's time to kill the past. And I think it's, you know, bring back some of the Zelda conventions that worked, like the dungeons. Maybe bring back, like, the hook shot or a couple of items. Get rid of the... or change the durability system a little bit, like I said. Get some treasure chests that you can put your shit in. And I think you're gonna have a great game. I think I would also really love to see, weapon upgrading. So say you have a shitty sword like, say you have this, and you just like the way it looks and you want to use it. Maybe you could bring it to a blacksmith and just upgrade it in one of 3 different